Good morning everybody, and this is your DAX setups for today. So we are still ranging. Just put these two levels in here. So the bottom of the range is clearly well defined. The top of the range is a little bit all over the place. Could be a head and shoulders forming, so there is a left shoulder here, almost a double left shoulder. There's a head, and this could be another right shoulder forming, but I think rather treat this as a range. So if we get back above 18,288, you're looking for moves to the upside. Start dropping below 18,073, then this flag that we're talking about is going to come into play. Now, important to understand that we have broken this flag to the downside and we've come back to test it. So that is a probability. When we start drilling down through the time frames, you see the range a lot clearer. Oscillator is not giving us much, but you can see the break of the trend line, and now we're just hovering here. So the bigger trend is obviously up, and it's a very strong uptrend. So it's not, it's going to take a lot to make it fall, and I'm a little bit cautious about jumping in on that narrative. So yeah, it looked like a setup for a short. It's been a whole week that we've been sideways, and now we've kind of broken the flag to the downside. But there hasn't really been a rejection, and you would have expected that rejection off this 18,181. So now with that level in, you can see it's more of a range. If I delete this, you see it's flipped itself into a range. So that's kind of the way that I'm going to be looking at this, and I don't like ranges, so we're going to have to break structure to the upside or the downside before I even start looking at this. There is another little funky level right here at 18,260, but for as long as we are going above and below the moving averages like this, I have zero interest in looking at this. Looking at my oscillators at the moment, it looks like we're going to get another move to the downside. What you're looking for is something to catch it. So 18,181, if that doesn't catch it, then you're visiting either the bottom of the range here at 18,073, or you can draw pretty much any one of these fractals, put your level in, and you'll probably see price respect that 18,100 area. So I am still watching the DAX. I don't think there is something that I want to get involved in just yet. And you can see, day before yesterday, strong move up from the open, and then we gradually moved down, and then yesterday, strong move down from the open, and then gradually just recover. So when you look at it on the daily, you can see bobbed wire. Lots of tails here between 18,073 and 18,181. So there are buyers coming in. Nice setup on the oscillators at the moment, but we are below the moving averages at the moment. So your guess is as good as mine at the moment. I'm still of the opinion you need to get back above 18,288, and I'd want a daily close above there before we start looking at opportunities to the upside. So for now, it's a case of don't trust this. Just sit back and watch. You've got some gaps to the downside as well that need to actually be filled before we can actually just look at this. So yeah, so for me, this is sit quietly, watch what's going on, wait for those breaks to the upside or to the downside. I'm not saying don't be short, but I just don't want to be short when we're going sideways like this. I want a clear break of this bottom area of 18,073 before I start looking at shorts. Okay, so yeah, wait and see continues, unfortunately for me. I'm not really keen to jump in when we are in a range like this. It's just always a recipe for disaster for me. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.